join the only army this once great queen now commands. What's this? Where did you come from? Why do you seek an audience with aspheera?
You are invited to join the council of the Crystal King and have your revenge upon those who wronged you. Do you accept?
How can I say no to an offer like that? Revenge! Revenge! Revenge!
Vangelous. You are invited to join the council of the Crystal King and have your revenge upon those who wronged you. Do you accept?
Oh, yes. With pleasure. Mumsy? Good gracious.
Pythor P. Chumsworth. You are invited to join the council of the Crystal King and have your revenge upon those who wronged you. Do you accept?
Give me a sec to wake up. Yes.
You are invited to join the council of the Crystal King and have your revenge upon those who wronged you. Do you accept?
How can I say no to an offer like that?
Where's the miles?
Well, that certainly could have gone better. But no matter. I have at least 37 more plans to take over Skylands. Each one more diabolically sinister than the last.
Lord Chaos? Is that who I think it is? Uh-oh.
You are invited to join the council of the Crystal King and have your revenge upon those who wronged you. Do you accept?
Don't worry, Apple Bloom. Big Mac. Granny. Wherever you are. I'll avenge y'all. I'll get to the bottom of this. I promise.
I will make you proud. Get the answers and set you free. Don't you worry, whatever it might take, I'm finding a way. And I swear right now that no matter what comes of me, anybody who stands or has stood in my path, they're going to pay. They will.
You are invited to join the council of the Crystal King and have your revenge upon those who wronged you. Do you accept?
They want grim and gritty, huh? Happy to we know better that nobody wants a caillou as their child, we can all rest easy knowing that there will never be a preschool show that will be as popular as Caillou that feature the same lack of educational value and hateable whiny brats as the stars that never face consequences to their actions.
I'm not satisfied. Yet, be a horror show.
Did anybody hear that?
Amazing! Look what I did! Wow, that's, horrible! But it was so much fun! Rarity showed me how, even though she says crochet is knitting's poorer cousin. But I loved it! Awesome! Oh, hello, girls. Have fun pursuing your own interests? Apple Bloom? What are you doing sitting in the dark? Yeah, we thought you'd be out looking for things you like to do. Oh, I did. I looked all over town. I looked, and I looked, and I looked, and you know what I found? Nothing.
You are invited to join the Council of the Crystal King and have your revenge upon those who wronged you. Do you accept?
How can I say no to an offer like that?
See, Wigford? The breeze needs no pony. We've got food, shelter. Just need to put the old kettle on. Come on. Sticky, sticky. Make with the sparks. Oh, what's a pony gotta do to find a decent stick around here?
You are invited to join the Council of the Crystal King and have your revenge upon those who wronged you. Do you accept?
I will literally do anything you ask me if it means I don't have to stay here.
Good. Follow the spider. It will bring you to me.
I'm innocent, I tell you! Innocent!
The crusty cockroaches have a big lead over the soiled snake bug!
Cram it, McLean!
Ooh, lightning slipped past Duncan! The heat is on!
Yeah! Look at that! That's what I'm talking about!
Well, well, well. Look who finally came to visit me after a whole year.
Come on. You finished your sentence for dumping toxic waste.
Whatever. Think I'll stay right here. Got everything I need, including Chef 2.0. I made him from a cashew. What's this?
Your contract.
You are invited to join the Council of the Crystal King and have your revenge upon
My trunk was that small. I wouldn't draw attention to myself, pal.
Oh, sure. Leave your team in the hands of a teenager who decapitated 1,000 innocent adventure team members and mounted their heads on a wall, grabbed a knife, cut open their spleens, and drank their fluids. I don't care how he killed them. My point is that you shouldn't give killers like Exploding Man a second chance. I don't blame him for not seeing any potential in him. Who would see potential in that murderer? Not everyone. It's in the villain rulebook. If a villain conquers a place or murders someone, they're beyond redemption and must die. I think you mean thanks to you. And while that happened, we were on our carefree pleasure cruise.
What in tarnation? Wait just a gall darn minute.
Well, that certainly could have gone better. But no matter.
What the hell? Now that's the question.
Wait just a gall darn minute.
I don't blame him for not seeing any potential in him. Who would see potential in that murderer? Oh, face it. Discord hasn't improved at all. The moment he learns a lesson, he goes right back to square one. He's a selfish, chaos-causing, ass-kissing son of a bitch. He will never improve. What do you see in him? What do you see in him? Huh?
Manny, stop!
Why? You or me? Why not with the Lord of Chaos? Why not with Bakugo? Why not with fucking Cassandra? Just as I thought. You gave second chances to the wrong people. Well, be as it may, some people do not deserve forgiveness. And guess what? You were right to try to kill. Because if you did, Bakugo never would have committed genocide!
Wow. You and I need to hang out more.
As frustrating as it may seem, I don't think he appreciates you speaking about her like that.
Tough lump. Well, technically he's not wrong. Bliss really needs to let it go and try to enjoy yourself again.
It's true, Babscom was cancelled the past 2 years due to reasons I can't explicitly name because it makes Big Daddy algorithm angry. But thankfully, they're pulling no punches when it comes to their new updated safety policies. And it's still taking place at the Hyatt Regency SFO in San Francisco, California, like always. This year taking place on April 15th to the 17th.
Wow, ain't that a way to celebrate tax day?
Can't argue with Colonel Combustion over there, Cutie McSlaughter, because not only are all of us going to be there as community guests, including you, many of us will also be hosting panels. I shall be talking about MLP villains with Something Wicked, and revisiting Wonderbolt Academy.
Or how about all the special guests of honor that will be there, such as Nicole Oliver, Peter New, Andy Price, Jeremy Whiteley, Dana Simpson,
And just recently added the voice of Ocellus, Devin Dalton, and the voice of Timber Spruce, Brian Dochua. Oh, right, and also the voice of Derpy Hooves from Epic Rage Time, as well as, well, pretty much half of your entire childhood, Grey Delisle Griffin. Oh my god, there's more? Alright, okay, let's see. We also have director, writer, and storyboard artist for Gravity Falls, Star vs. the Forces of Evil, and The Owl House, Sabrina Catugno. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. And, ooh, this is a new one. The voice of Mistmane, Ellie Ray Hennessy.
and, Vincent Tong. What?
Oh, stop acting so shocked, Squirt. You had the hots for Featherbangs since day one, and you know it. I can practically see the hearts floating around you now.
Sorry, let me try that again.
I'm just a kid who's bored. Each day I grow some more. I like exploring. I'm Caillou.
Hey!
So many things to do. Each day is something new. I'll share them with you. I'm Caillou.
Day?
My world is turning, changing each day. With mommy and daddy, I'm finding my way. Growing up is not so tough, except when I've had enough. But there's lots of fun stuff. I'm Caillou. Caillou, Caillou, I'm Caillou. That's me.
Sorry, that just doesn't ring any bells.
You seriously don't remember me? Right! Oh yeah, long time. How's the wife? I've never been married.
Caillou has gradually climbed up the ranks plans to become the most hated of them all. In fact, he's already prominent to becoming one of the worst things to ever come out of Canada. It's debatable if he is the worst, but he is certainly up there. And yet, some may wonder, how is it that this innocent-looking bald kid from a preschool show gathers such worldwide hatred from the mass? What did he do to deserve this amount of hellish backlash? Now at this point, the children that used to watch the show have all grown up, studying in college, have jobs, and some even have kids of their own. Eventually, those people would look back at the show that they once loved and reminisce at the times when they joined Caillou on his little adventures, to which with a new adult and more responsible mentality, they all concluded with a realization that they never thought of before. Holy crap, Caillou was absolutely horrible! Throughout the 2010 decade, as the internet and social media became prominently mainstream, the backlash over the bald child became more and more vocal. Hate groups were created, petitions to take him off the air were made, negative reviews came flooding in on websites, and he even became a popular subject for satire videos, including a viral series on YouTube called Caillou Gets Grounded. Seems rather shocking to see how the internet went severely hard towards an innocent-looking cartoon child, but they all have one justifiable reason to why people have such a growing hatred over Caillou. He is a completely frustrating brat! In almost every episode, there is always that one moment where the kid does something bad, gets overtly angry, and immediately throws a temper tantrum. And believe me when I say that this happens way too often than it probably should. In fact, Caillou's short temper is so commonplace in the show that it's even a part of the main theme song, where he states that growing up is not so tough except when I had enough. And at that second part, it shows him banging on the floor and angrily crying. Technically, some people can argue that this is just how toddlers are. Sometimes they do behave this way whenever things don't go their way, and this is actually a part of Dr. Ductos's studies where she found that children do face problems in their lives the same way that adults do. It's just that children don't have the same communication skills that would help solve them, thus limiting their options on how to respond. In a way, it's true what people hate about the series is the way they accurately present children. And the worst thing about him is that he's not just a monster and gets away with just about anything, but he is all that and is supposed to be a role model for children. However, with this increasing amount of backlash, it was inevitable that Caillou's reign over television would come to a close. At the start of 2021, PBS Kids announced that they would no longer air Caillou on its channel. While it was still on in other countries like in Canada, the public felt a massive relief that one of his biggest markets would no longer show that stupid bald kid on TV. It was a rare occurrence that the whole internet rejoiced and celebrated that their children would no longer fall trap to the terrible ways of the French-Canadian rock. As for Wild Brain, the most they ever did with Caillou was make a new series for both Amazon Prime and YouTube. But they're just remakes of older episodes. And while it may no longer be on American television, the company did promise that they'll figure out some plans of what more they want to do with the most profitable bald child. Thankfully, now that we know better that nobody wants a Caillou as their child, we can all rest easy knowing that there will never be a preschool show that will be as popular as Caillou that feature the same lack of educational value and hateable whiny brats as the stars that never face consequences to their actions.
Mr. E?
Mr. F. He's the new model. Unfortunately, he still doesn't talk. And you are? Should I know that name?
Well, if you live in Ninjago City, you do. I'm the one who unleashed Unagami before the ninja messed everything up and turned him into a sappy kid.
The ninja have meddled in all our plans. The time for revenge is at hand. Revenge! Revenge!
Revenge, revenge.
What?
What?
What did you say?
I don't know. What did I say?
So, who sits there?
Our host, I presume. The Crystal King. Wrong.
That's where I sit.
You're not the Crystal King.
I am merely his herald. I prepare the way. I do his bidding.
The new CEO wishes to turn Manco into a legitimate business and has opened a proposition for us.
But legit question, who is this new CEO you speak of?
It is a familiar face from our past, but there's a catch.
What kind of catch?
A small one.
This is a small catch?
G'day, mates. Did you miss me?
That's it. We're dead. It's over. Forget it. Put all our collectible remains in a shoebox. The end is nigh. I got the coins to pay the ferry stallion.
Yeah, we're not seriously gonna pretend that this guy's little invasion didn't happen, are we?
Well, I wasn't there for that. Nor was Ninja. Therefore, we have no point of reference. So, kinda?
Aw, that's sweet. Talking about me like I'm not even in the room right now. Anyways, real talk. The invasion was nothing personal, mates. Just wanted to see if you lot had the moxie to pal around with. And you did.
Aye, but you destroyed our respawn generator and had us all one hoof closer to the grave.
Yeah, but you got it working again, and got a better understanding of how it works. Did you not?
Dang, he's got me there.
Okay, but what about that time you sprung that soy milk tsunami on our scouts?
Aye, what would you do if you caught a couple of nosy Sheilas spying on you when you're trying to relax?
That is a totally legit reason.
But these two know I was just palling around, right?
If your definition of palling around is wall-to-wall bear traps and killer bees somehow armed to the stinger with Uzis and AR-15s, then sure.
I can still hear their war cries, looking to pollinate our life juices.
Not the bee! Not the bee!
That's the spirit, coppers!
It's like he's playfully scraping my thinking parts!
Yeah, so getting back to the issue...
What does this Crystal King want from us?
I love the enthusiasm, mates. But we got a lot of fine-tuning to do.
I don't think I like where this is going.
Aye, Sheila. We're all set for you. Come on in.
Who are you calling?
Remember when the good doc here mentioned a catch before?
Wait, what? We thought working with you was the catch.
As did I.
Sweet of you to say, dearie, but having me in your corner is just part one of our little arrangement.
small catch?
Everyone, I didn't come all this way to fight all of you.
You have all been brought here as part of my plan. Once and for all.
It is the purpose of the Legion to align our infamous forces against the powers of good and defeat them, leaving us, the rulers of the world. To do this, we have gathered together the 13 most ruthless villains on Earth, the frigid Captain Cold, the sinister mind of Sinestro, the awesome Bizarro and Solomon Grundy, cunning Cheetah, and the super intelligent computer android Brainiac, Black Manta, and Grodd the gorilla, the Toyman, and the humorous but sinister Riddler, the feminine yet ferocious Giganta, and the hideous Scarecrow.
Second, I actually have a small investment in Coal Town, so naturally I felt it was my duty to ensure that my assets are well taken care of, which includes making sure that they don't turn rusty on me.
Rusty? We just blew through a whole civil war and a robot invasion at the same time, and we still came out on top.
Yes, but unfortunately the victory also raised your standards, and under my and Dusty's management, we're only associating with who we consider the best in the business.
So on the one hoof, that means that we gotta work harder to reach those standards, but on the other hoof, aw, that means they think we're the best.
I was hoping you'd catch on to that. I should warn you though, I do not take nonsense lightly. I run a tight ship, and I do plan to work you into the ground.
Question. Aside from being a lieutenant-like figure at FOB Equestria, what makes you qualified to train us in combat?
Please, ixnay on the eschening quay of Irie Fay Secretary say!
Now, you're all free to spend the night here after you finish prying out of the wall and clean up the mess from your little fight cloud. And then tomorrow, the real training begins.
In the dark of the night I was tossing and turning, and the nightmare I had was as bad as can be. It scared me out of my wits, a corpse falling to bits. Then I opened my eyes and the nightmare was me. I was once the most mystical man in all Russia. When the royals betrayed me, they made a mistake. My curse made each of them pay, but one little girl got away. Little Anya, beware, Rasputin's away. In the dark of the night, evil will find her.
the place. Do svedanya under your grace. Farewell.